Are you guys ready for the first Halloween tutorial? Obviously my first one is going to be kind of a girl version of Pennywise. I've wanted to do this since before the movie even came out. I just needed to get like a few things for the look. One being the wig specifically, and it just took a little longer than I thought it would. So yeah, we're gonna do an it girl. You get it? You get it, you get it, you get it. I'm so excited that it is this time of the year. To me, it's the most wonderful time of the year. So yeah. You know that I do voiceovers for this. If you're new to my channel, you don't know, so there's your warning. I do voiceovers for my Halloween tutorials because I just have to focus on what I'm doing, and it's just easier for me to kind of just stay in the zone than kind of look up and talk you guys through it. So I will talk you guys over, what? So I will voice over talk you guys through it. So if you guys want to get creepy, just stick around. And yes, I just painted that background in case you were wondering. It's probably still wet. And I'm watching The Housewives while I'm doing this. So I've already moisturized my face, so we're going to start with primer and lips, and then we're going to conceal these brows. Okay, for the brows, I haven't concealed my brows since like 2010, so I feel like a little rusty on it. So what I'm gonna do is take some Elmer's glue stick, non-toxic washable, and this little spatula and run this through my brows. You're trying to get your brows to lay as flat as you possibly can. For me, it's a little difficult, one, because I have super dark brows, and two, the front of my brow is super duper thick. Like extra thick. I probably should have put not concealer, I probably should have put foundation before I put the white concealer, but I didn't think about that. But it did cover pretty well. So yeah, if you have lesser brow, this is going to be a lot easier for you. So I did 2 layers of glue in the brows, again trying to get them to lay as flat as possible, and then I just let them dry, watch a little bit of Housewives, let them dry, and then set them with some translucent powder. I'm just using Laura Mercier, and then I'm gonna go in and cover them with white concealer, and I'm gonna use the Kat Von D white concealer. You can totally use face paint for this, but I mean, what other time am I gonna be able to use this white concealer? So I figured that I would just use it to white out my whole face. And this is what I was talking about. I probably should have put like maybe skin tone concealer or a little bit of foundation over my brows and then went in with the white concealer. I feel like I would have got a little bit more coverage, but I just went with it. So I'm just going to put this white concealer all over my face and blend it out with a damp beauty blender. This wasn't the original first video that I wanted to do. That one is still coming, but I wanted to give you guys this one as my first video because this is actually a pretty easy makeup look for Halloween. There's not really a lot involved. You definitely don't have to cover your eyebrows if you don't want to. It'll definitely make the look a little bit easier. And who doesn't love Pennywise right now? Come on. To set my white concealer, I'm going to use this white eyeshadow from Sugar Pill and kind of like a dense brush and just pack this on all over my face so that we get like a more smooth consistency of white. Because if you just leave the concealer, you might crease, it might look blotchy, so the white shadow is going to really help everything. I'm scaring myself already. It's really going to help everything look seamless. Going back into the Sugar Pill palette, I'm going to pick up the orange and start laying that down in my upper crease. I'm taking this up a little bit higher because our brows are concealed. Just be careful. Okay, we're moving right on to the red. We're moving quick. And I'm going to take the red shadow and pack that into the outer corner. I'm just going to work a little bit at a time. You know how I do. I'm basically only going to use this Sugar Pill palette. So I use the white, the orange, and the red. I think it's a pro palette. You have to buy the little things individually. Anyways, I'm just building up the red in the eyes because she's an it girl. I don't think it has red eyeshadow on, but we do, okay? And I was gonna say, be careful for your concealed brows when you're like blending up there that you're not taking like any of the glue off your eyebrow, okay? Next, I'm going to draw on some creepy clown brows. He has more, I don't really think he has like a lot of brow. He has something happening there, but it's like a scar, like a slit. But I'm just going to give her just some more just traditional scary brow. Clown brows. Clown brows. That's what I was trying to go with. So I'm just using a eyeliner for this. Easy peasy. Taking my Makeup Forever Flash palette, which has been used, as you can see, I'm gonna just start adding my clown nose. So I'm gonna keep this pretty low. I got a little high with it, so I went in with some extra white concealer, which you guys will see in a second, and kind of added that to the nose, so it gave it like a little bit of a gradient effect. As you can see, like my nose, I took it up too high here and I wanted it to be lower, so I'm just dabbing over it with the white concealer, which I like that it gave it a little bit more of like a gradient tone, and then just going in with some red eyeshadow just to kind of brighten it up and then pull the color up a little more. Taking a black eyeliner, I'm going to run that in my lower waterline as well as underneath my lower lash line, and then smudge that out with the black liner and a little bit of red eyeshadow as well. So for the lips, I'm just lining them with any red lip liner. Use whatever you got. You don't even have to use a lip liner. You can use an eyeliner. You can use face paint. Whatever you got, you can use it. And I'm just going to kind of roughly outline, you know, the outer shape of my lips. And then I'm going to fill it in. I'm using a liquid lipstick. I believe that this is Bloodline from Anastasia. And I'm just going to use that to fill in these lips. So I put some liquid lipstick on the back of my hand, and taking a tiny paintbrush, I'm going to draw the lines that go from his lips to the tips of his brows. This is honestly my favorite part. Starting to feel creepy. I'm gonna throw some lashes on because why not? Alright, now we're gonna add some fun stuff. I have these little ruffled clown cuffs and then this little ruffled collar. All of these things were just in my Halloween collection. I buy random shit and then find a reason to use it. So I'm gonna put my contacts in. If you can put them in beforehand, be my guest, but I just can't. I can't keep these color contacts in for more than like 2 seconds. So this is her completed with no blood, but you know I need blood. So let's get into it. I'm gonna take some spray blood and spray this on my collar as well as a little on my face. It scares me, you see. And then we're gonna take my favorite kind of blood to work with, which is this guy right here, which is like scab blood, I think. I don't know, but it just gives like a more realistic, it's like gooey and chunky. And I'm just gonna place that like around the corners of my mouth, like I've just been eating a child. That sounds horrible. And then smear it all on my collar, my hands, whatever you want to smear it on. So this is my completed it girl. I hope you guys were into it, because I was into it and I can't wait. We're gonna do like a cute version next, like a nice Halloween look next. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in your dreams. can't talk with these teeth in. I can't do it. I can't. Georgie?